So the way that I know narcissism is from just Welcome to Planet Narcissism. It's like it's everywhere, right? And you'll notice the strangest kind of people. And after a while, see, what I'm noticing is like, okay, so I've managed to stay away from it pretty much all my life, but now it's like, well, it would be nice to have people in life because actually we need them. We want something, we need to work things out. We have to do transactions, real life things need to go on pertaining to our lives, and then there they are. Who? Well, on a whole different level. See, I don't know. See, I was able to steer clear. Pardon me, something in the air. And here's the steer clear for a lot of people is make your own money, right? I've always made my own money. It's just and that includes having people in my life who give it to me, which includes family that were alive but now they're not alive anymore. It's why I have what I have in the background is because I have love in my life. It did come from family. See, that would be the first people that showed me what love really is. And it's not, a lot of people don't know what it is. See, my mom talked about love through Christ Jesus. It's the same though. See, Christ, the word Christ, it's an experience, the experience of, I guess, what they call the Christos. I guess there's a kind of oil in your spine, and that's the journey that we're on. See, you're going through it whether you know it, like it or not. And here's the thing. Oh no, is this thing on? Pardon me while I check the volume. Pardon the lighting here. Talking about the process, see, the way that it's written down and they explain it, it's pretty much all you can do. That's what words are. Whatever is living on the lips is a past time, right? I mean, there are narcissists who tend to talk, and it's like, now, this isn't even a past time. It's not coming from any place. See, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. It's a very serious subject matter because you can't get involved with these people. They don't know rhyme or reason. They don't really know up from down. I'm talking not about somebody specifically. I'm talking about that there is a faction of people who are like this, and there's different flavors, but the bottom line is that they are very dislocative of reality. They're not good with the truth. It's like this. They can't work a golf ball through a gutter if their life depended on it, and you just got back from the Home Depot with the rain gutter, and there's the golf ball from the Big Five, and you're like, do it. It's like they're allergic to doing things, like they're allergic to doing essential work only, kind of a thing. Really, it's like the only work it's worth doing. I'm a musician. It's like, do you understand what that means? I understand it. See, why is it important that that happens? Well, first of all, would you stop wasting your own time and everybody's time? Maybe even the golf ball's time or something. I don't know, whatever the project's time. I mean, really, see, you get the feeling, and it is true, that modern day civilization isn't really necessarily geared to do the essential work and experience the process, which includes your enlightenment, getting the Christo oil up, and then maybe you did do a little yoga so that you don't go decrepit early. See, you can get a lot of health problems if you're not doing the process of life correctly. Yeah, there's a right and wrong way to do things. And well, you know you're doing it wrong when you experience diseases. Something that hinders your mental, emotional, bodily functions, right? And so, like, how about where does that come from? See, I say number one, spiritual. Yeah, yeah. There has to be a good foundation there. Otherwise, you ain't got shit. Nope. And that's the problem, kids. We have a world out there that money has governed up, but see, it's not money's fault. Money has pure intentions. Just look at the media on it, especially in the United States. It says, in God we trust. See, you look at this, it's 5 minutes into it, and you think, why does this woman with a cloud around her, and her hair seems quite out of place, think that she can say anything about God or Christ or Jesus or anything. And it's like, well, I'm just making statements. In fact, I'm a spiritual teacher. And what are you going to say about that? See, there's some people who are here teaching things. In fact, I'm learning all the time from other people. They're my spiritual teachers. Yeah, yeah. Did people forget? They just forget what we're doing here? You're not learning from anybody? I mean, what, God, see, and so there you go. You have people that waste your fucking time. So here I am, 52, 51, 50, 51, 52. What I'm saying is that, so after all this time, you become accomplished. As far as what I'm talking about spiritually, when you become accomplished, what that means is that you've dropped a lot of things. See, it's like this. When Buddhahood happens, nothing is gained. In fact, a lot is dropped. Mainly, and then they'll have a list, and some of it is speculative. It's like, well, you don't want to drop your emotions, stuff like that. But they'll say you drop anger, you drop jealousy, you drop attachment, you drop. But see, it's hard to talk about any of this, isn't it? Especially nowadays, see, we need good speakers. We need people that will take the time and start just uttering something. And the way that it really does work, and it will work for your computer, kids, you just have to know how to work. Not only your computer, babe, it's working you. You have to know how to work you. Getting back to doing essential work and noticing what needs to be noticed because, well, you needed to hear it, or you needed to see it, or you needed to feel it. Your computer will be the same kind of guru. Yeah. See, you can't do without each other. No, each other. See, what I'm noticing when I'm figuring out what I'm looking at, it's not good because narcissists are in effect a kind of time warp machine. They're only in their heads about things. Babes, when it comes to that, they are nowhere and everywhere at once, right? But it's never like located like, okay, so after a while, see, no, you can find yourself moving into the same thing, the same vibrational kind of, see, they're not working any problems out. They're not good in relationships. You're not going anywhere in evolution there. You can de-evolve your accomplishment as love if you did accomplish any level of knowing what love really is. In fact, that's what you're here to do. You're here to become accomplished as love and or become human. This conversation, I find myself alone in, and it's like, all right, fine, go ahead, leave me alone. I'm in the West. The Dalai Lama did say that, well, the one that actually makes a difference to change, it's not the world you want to change. See, you want to change people's perception, and then the world can start looking differently. But it has to come from the inside out. Well, he says that it's achieved through Buddhism, but a Western woman achieves it. And I'm beginning to think that I am that Western woman. It's difficult, though, because I have given up a long time ago. I mean, if you're watching this video, hit like and subscribe because, well, I'm getting one like. It's only because my content went away from the low life and says, no, this is the cure, and this is the way you're going to look at it. In fact, this is what we need to do. Pay attention. They want an ID from you. They want you to play the game. Now, it's because of your money. There's a problem with the financing. It's way out of whack, and they're paying people to do nonsense. There's a world that is bullshit. It's total fucking crap. And now, do you want to get up out of it? The thing is you're so attached to it. Every little nuance, right? The holidays, which is bullshit. I mean, if you don't have to let go of the fact that there's seasons and it's speaking to you through the trees and the sky and the birds and the bees and the stars and all that stuff. You don't have to get into the calendar shit and the book read. No, you know what? we need to change all of that. In fact, it's trying to change, but there's just this, there's an occupation. Okay, so you want to get back to the generational value that is happening, but there is a control of the backdrop scene that is just programming, and it is indeed a machine, and it's designed, it's just, that's part of the game, man, where it's designed to uh, dislocate and um, avoid progress happening. And you'd like to think, well, why do you think? Well, there's a business made on it. There's a broke off civilization, which is like, well, which ones broke off? Like, okay, so you know that. Uh, so the backdrop, what I'm saying is, see, but see, I can say that my neighbors over there, they're broke off. They choose hatred. They practice something that is, it wouldn't be valid if AI was geared to make sense, let's say. And see, that's the thing, that's the problem that um, Elon Musk says, even though those people made it. See, they're supposed to give us technologies because it's here to help us only if you use it a certain way. But it's the same with you, though. It's the same with you as a potential human being. See, the human being is doing this. They're sharing it. They say, no, once my eye opens and I learn love and I understand the truth from the way of having surrendered mind, and I get into it and out of it like crazy, I'm just so like, I am the master. I am the master. And you will never know, but you have to spend time with us, them. And you have to spend sweet time with them, because you really don't know why they're in your life. Why are they there? You have a specific reason why that you would need such the tool in your life. What tool, Shauna? What is that? Somebody who has achieved as love in love. It's very rare in the West here. I think it's more common than it's being celebrated, and in fact, it's a sad story that it's not understood. Not even that person knows what's happening with them. Now, getting back to the subject matter of narcissism, how that, okay, getting back to what an empath is. See, they always often talk about, well, there's narcissist and then there's the empath. And it's like, well, but they're working with the same energy. See, empathy is the fact that you have such clarity in feeling. It comes from actually having been, see, some people, when they get abused enough, they don't go that way into empathy. They'll go numb, and they'll turn into the abuser too. They'll go non-self-reflecting. They will just get out of their body, and what comes into them is the entity of demonic and diabolical frequency that says, you must get on top of this by torturing, be a predator, make yourself feel good, and sleep well at night, knowing that you've made somebody else miserable. And that's not human. That's not a human operation of things, but that's most of society. See, it trips me out that people don't have a conversation about this. You're afraid to talk about it? Because this is going to come up more and more. It's like, no, you have to put your foot down, because you know why? Because you can get very sick. A lot of us are struggling right now. We're like, no, I get it. I feel how I can get sick if I let the diabolical have its way with me. It's not having a reciprocal relationship. And basically, welcome to your government out there, and you're working for some money that comes from something that has everything out of whack. I mean, really. I mean, if the tables were to turn and you need that service, and it will. In fact, it will happen in this lifetime. See, we're living in a lifetime right now where you don't have to die and then go to purgatory and have the experience up there. So they say, well, since you didn't get that part, see, we're here to learn something. But see, if people don't learn it, they have to learn the hard way, and they come back and they become the victim. Then that's what's happening. You have to kind of steer clear of this. You're like, oh, these people just are not awake. And they, in fact, are so miserable. They are able to be misered again and again and again. That's their karma. That on top of having to learn, needing to learn a lot of things, there's more to learn on top of it. And here's the fucking problem is that now if you can hear what I'm saying, minute 16, or if you can't, I don't know. But people like me, babes, it could be people like you. You can relate, hit like and subscribe. There's a part of you that probably can. No, you're targeted. You know, those people are so miserable. They're miserable. They're at an even keel. See, they never experience. They can't let each other break through. They're enmeshed. It's a misery. They're all kind of talk about hanging on the web, and indeed, the financial institution is basically like their pinball machine, and they are the steely balls there. You know, and they're very just. They can't seem to fucking stop moving, right? They can't decompress. And they don't like your freedom, which comes out of that place of relaxation. They just, there's a number of ways that they end up as far as the narcissism, which is just, it's just an unmanaged mind there. It's not human. It's not. I'm sorry, you need to know that there is a non-human backdrop. It's not. What the East call it is, it's not enlightened yet. It's not achieved as love. How about this? The process. See, we have patience. See, okay, so now we have to add women into the factor because they might know this naturally. They might know it naturally. It might be a natural thing that's happening here that's not hocus pocus. And see, like I said, like you can know it, and then you can start writing down maybe whether it's a design or it's just the language starts to point at the process and see. Why did I say women? No, well, see, the way that their bodies, they don't have to, but they can. They can give birth to a whole other potential human aperture. I say potential human is because, okay, so in the East, they say that it's true that some people are born enlightened, and they say, well, see, this guy here, this is Maharaji number 16. I mean, he knew he was going to be born to this woman, and they do it all the time. They are conscious of how it works. See, the Egyptians are quite useful. Like that's the technology right there. It's not machinery. It's just biology. But they started exterminating the ability to mingle and morph biology. This is just a possibility, but it's all over the Egyptian walls. They show just and as well as giants. And so, but getting back to how advanced that you don't know it really is. So, what's the purpose of this film? I don't know. People that spy on me that they can't really get close to anybody like me. They hate. They are programmed to hate. But in fact, you need us. It's probably why. That is exactly why that the technological base is here. Intergalactically, they have to expose you and say, look, this is what's here. And you have to be able to use it to the benefit of your side. Now, the word side has the word ID in it. You have to ID yourselves. We're at the point where they're asking for a digital ID. Can you get your digits and then capitalize whenever you want, anytime, anywhere, in case you want to play the game? See, I'm going to keep drilling this in. It's going to get popular probably in 7 years. In 3 years, you'll see the twilight, maybe, if we're lucky. See, that is if it gets miserable enough, which means okay, take the miser and then Abel. If everybody is misered once again into believing indeed, but see, they have been led like cattle through a kraal, where indeed they can cause food shortages. The gas price is going up. People don't even know right now, as I speak, March 31st, that there are energy crises being staged and entire, like, okay, Cuba, and islands are being managed, or islands of people that are being managed into crisis that is very serious because people are probably dying, and it's all an experiment. And it's an experiment to mainly perfect the psychological effects that you're supposed to believe that, oh, well, this is just natural, very unfortunate catastrophe, and indeed they are perfecting it for, yeah, it's going to come to your town next. Are you of modern day? Well, yeah, you can be next because that's what they do. There is another place on the earth that they are babying, saying, "Oh man, don't you?" They are making sure that it's not being fucked with, and then they fuck with something else, and all of it, every bit of what you can fly a plane to, and go get, and all the money works to make the world, or more like the earth, a massive tourism spectacle or whatever. All of that includes just the electronics. See, they're giving you a chance with social media here. But they have also given themselves enough like material, which means, I hate to say it, but you women that are breeding out of control, see, you don't know, but you have a right to your own body. You have a right to say yes or no, babes. You should be doing that. That's your profound responsibility here. The last 800 to 1,000 videos, I was mentioning this, and see, only a conscious woman, only an alive woman that's well, like she's just standing in her own power. See, I'm finding that not even women, they are women, technically, they have tits and they even have children. They don't like me because I talk like this. And I admit I'm different from them. In a way, it's like this. With the way I see it, it's like, no, these gals, in a way, they look up to me. And easily see, no, see, this is the way it is, though. I think this is the way it's going to be acknowledged, that in fact, this is the way it is naturally. This is the natural order of things. Within the woman's world, the women, there are two types. Till they have converted whatever it is that's coming at them into a human being. This is the religion here, by the way. This is the religion. You see, it's love is the religion, and guess what it belongs to? I'm pretty sure it belongs to the woman. See, the man is here as just a possibility of becoming, see, I think he can become conscious in this lifetime, and then he can move up on the ladder of evolution, and in his next lifetime, he can become in position of power. See, otherwise, see, if this is not known that he doesn't really have the power here, see, if it's not known that he is susceptible to being power hungry, because in fact he's born very, very insecure. He's not born with his own intelligence. This is known in the East that, well, no, he has to search for it. He, and this is also known in the East, not very much in the West, and there's a reason why it's not known. This is called the natural order of things, and you'll never hear it from the church, but they know it plain and simple. They have been hiding information from the population and carefully farming it up into what it is. Basically, I call it their freezer. They have everything on froze. It's not evolving. It's not waking up. It's not awake. In fact, if you're awake and you're around me, where are you? How come you haven't made it to my doorstep yet? We're supposed to regroup. We're supposed to, like, okay, so it says like two or more. That's what Christ mentions. Like, it just takes two or more, man. But see, that's how scarce it is. But I think what she was talking about is like, no, within the organism. You know what an organism is, right? Come on, kids. Put that I and put that S down, even though it's a good old is. We want that. Sorry, how do you spell orgasm again? Sorry, that's the instructions. Don't have kids unless that person can care for that. Have a good time. Joy is the key. Have fun. Babes, that's what we're supposed to do. It's so weird how serious these fucking people are with their money making. Education militant, huh? You guys need to be fucking washed of your karma, and you don't get it on other people who are so far ahead of you, evolutionary wise. The spiritual people, the truly spiritual people, you're just going to keep fucking killing us because you can. You're just like, oh, you come back again. Yeah, you keep chopping our head off, and guess what? You can't keep doing that. Not now. There are so many more courthouses. What if there was just like one grand stupid stage, because intergalactically they have to set up these places that are, I keep visualizing, this is the hardware. It's the hardware, it's like the drive that connects the upper and lower spectrum of life here. You're on monitor here. If you're watching me on a device or a laptop, you are looking into a monitor. It's no longer a screen. The screening days are over, and so many people are passing. They are not being caught. Whoops! They're being sifted through. They are passing as, I hate to say it, but mental cases. They don't know the difference between. They don't know that they are being held captive by the mainstream media. They said, oh, we're going to interrupt your programming to give you a special report. And then they talk about what's important. They're going to tell you what's important to listen to in between your programming, and none of that should be happening. If you're anything like, well, I came off of the generation, it used to be before my generation. I think it was more my mother, but it can skip a generation. See, pardon me while I close this oven a bit. I'll pause this. It's kind of hot. And pardon the way I look. I was doing my own work around here, and I'm doing another round of just, all right, I'm going to do it myself. And if nobody can show up for me here, I'm not going to show up for them anywhere else. I'm kind of concentrated into, I need to be enhanced here. I can't go to your party. You come here. Bring your party here. I'm tired of sitting alone here. You don't understand that I've been alone a long time, and it needs to stop. I'm actually a social person too. I actually think that people are faking being social. And we're going to start kind of just, babes, are you ready? It's not, it's the best war to not kill people, but just be like, more like just be happy, and then show the children know that there's people that will try to slap the smile off your face. You're not doing anything wrong. They're actually butthurt for some reason. They have bad programming. They're jealous of you. They were abused. Somebody told them no. It's very common. I see it being, is this the same video? I see it being outnumbering. The ones that are not getting so like traumatized by people who are just flat fucking, okay, so no, it doesn't have to be that they're flat. You only wish that they were flat assholes and were beating their children. No, some of these people are just normal. Okay, so are they a Mormon? Extremely militant, huh? Those are the worst, right? The hypocrites that have. They are. Now let's get back to narcissism, babe. Let's talk about it, okay? Now let's talk about it. See, I'm not going by any one specific experience, except for I see it out there. I see it. It's known that, sorry while I make some noise here. It's known that, I don't like talking about this too. It's like, can we rise above this? There's a way to get away from these low lives. Let them be there. Set the example. They're always going to want to glom onto you and hang on to you, because that's the way it is when you are not one and they are one. You have something that they don't have, and this is the problem, though. And even the psychologists know this. Sam Vaknin even talks about it. He says, no, there are the diabolical, evil ones who they want to kill you. They want to destroy every bit of what it is that makes you shine. They want to dull your shine. That's what they live for. A lot of psychologists know about this. This is what we don't like about it. This is why you want to protect yourselves financially away from it. This is why I was trying to ask for support. And I was like, babes, I'm not playing. See, my love is being played. See, they don't really know what love is. It's sad. They want it. They know they're missing something. That's exactly it. See, they are after. See, this is it. This is the healthy against the unhealthy. It's more like the unhealthy against the healthy. But it's just, you whatever fucking name you give it, narcissist against empath, human against non-human, it's spiritual warfare. It is people who are light against the people who are dark. See, the dark people, they don't have a good communications. First of all, you'll hear it right away. It's terrible. Um, you can't get well around these people. Nope, you can't, because they'll stick you to a bad mood. They don't know how to heal you, and they're not, because they're not healed. So when you're down, you're not going to, they will keep you down. That's why we have to form an energetic, through communications. Right now, this is so difficult. I am going through such difficulty. And I'm trying. I'm still not trying. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Say, do you realize we're going to continue on here? It's up to you. You stop looking at mainstream. Do you have a safe neighborhood? If not, can you make it safe for you to be there by just understanding, okay, so what do I represent again? Who is here to enhance me? You don't pay attention to those people that want you dead. You pay attention to those that want you alive, right? See, some of us are getting into like another stage of that living. Even though we've always lived that life since day one, we've always just mound, I want to say mound instead of minded. We always just mound our own business, balancing our own bike, trying to be better than we were yesterday, competing with ourselves. We're not being harmful or like thinking anybody's more real than we are, and we share from there. See, narcissism and these problems of with relating and also energetic. See, it's energetic problem where they kind of steal from you and they disrupt you. Now, let me get to the words that we've all heard. There's the word creep, right? They're kind of creepy. It creeps up on you, right? Before you know it, you're like, why am I being dragged down by this fucking limited shit that they don't know how to grow? You're never going to grow. It's so sad because you have the capability of growing and increasing and making things expand and getting a good product. And especially if there's two there, you can work together. No, you can't work with these people. They don't see a point in anything, right? Getting back to just the general, how it's like, no, they really don't understand any truths of anything. It's like, you're like, and when it comes to human ethic, and like, well, by now we should know. No, it's not by now we should know. They're still kind of not even born yet, maybe. I don't know. No, I don't mean it in the positive way. There's actually a positive way that maybe they can be born. No, they're not ever going to be born. I don't know. Some of them are malignant and they don't know how bad. They don't know. But they're having difficulty and they don't know that we can see them coming back. And they have their narrative about things, and it's like, right now, right about now, you're probably experiencing it because of well, it's not because, but this is the kind of tis the season. It's like the last gasp before the human spirit really does start to rise, because this is not just 165 years of something going on, talking about the Civil War, and then there was a war between people doing fake education and then people getting killed because they were giving a real education. That's ages old. It's still happening now. But we're talking about a 6,000-year-old movement that it's like, okay, it's just time. It's time. This kind of reset is like, oh God, are we really going to be able to achieve it with as many people that there are on the planet? And here's what the promise is that it's just gonna look so strange. You have to make sure you go through legal means, and by the time you're there, you need to know that the conversation has to fade into a more generalized thing. Otherwise, you're totally a fraud. You're going there saying, wait a minute, truth, 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 and then you say, so help me God, and then see, you should just clarify, well, what is that? And say, and see, they know the difference, but you have to just see, you have to be willing to get on the stand and tell your story, right? And because the enemy needs to be put on the stand and to be forced to tell their story. And see, there's a bunch of people down to the bailiff and all the others, they can detect somebody making shit up versus somebody just pleading their case. And it's happening all the time that people are just being whipped around, and it can hurt people, but it can't hurt some people who are more real than being hurt by petty people that don't know what the times are. They're living oblivious, and they keep thinking that they can do the same thing over and over again, which is like, no, that's tired, and you're going to be seeing now as how that doesn't work anymore, right? You can't keep doing the same thing. See, even though it looks like, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of rambling here, but see, it's looking like okay, so like what Trump, and it's not Trump. It's very important for you to understand that there's spiritual possession on this plane. The overflow that, okay, now if you were a breeder of animals, in the chicken world, you don't have males because they'll start killing each other. It might be the same with human beings here. That if you let too many happen, they start to form a gang that not only kills the women that will tell them no because they're doing quality control, but they start using women as dispensaries, and they satisfy, minute 36, they satisfy a certain kind of thing called homosexuality. But it's called psychological homosexuality, where, I don't know, they admire their power. They admire each other very homosexually, but they don't have sex with each other. See, they don't even know that they are being driven into this homosexual style. What I mean, okay, let's not call it homosexual, but they admire each other. Like, see, they don't like women because they are not like them. This is just standard fucking narcissism, unevolved. Basically just, I mean, incredibly stupid. I hate to say. It is. It's just generally really very, and it's stupidity that gets to the point of danger. It does. Now, if you're a woman reading this, pardon me, while I still think I have my glasses on my head. If you're a woman watching this, if you're a real alive woman, you have gotten away with being alive. You just kind of dust off that guy who's trying to bring you down. You're like, wait a minute, that was weird. Why does that person insist on arguing all the time, or trying to, like, they're just not really there, but they're hanging on you now, and they want something, right? I don't know. I don't really have these kind of relationships, and I'm trying to wrap up one that is like, man, you know what? Okay, so I guess I learned my lesson. Thanks, but no thanks, man. The main thing is just like, okay, so really, and no, the answer is no. I will do something else. I can't do the same thing that I've been doing for money. I'm getting the weirdest advertisements right now. I'm only looking for $40 because I need to get my, I have very little. See, this is what these people don't like, and they think they can break me just because I live on $600 a month. No, not a nut check. No, that's me trying to struggle and make it, cleaning windows. I've always worked up there. Just, I'm 51, 52, and I don't think I need to explain myself to anybody. Nah, and you shouldn't either, babes. You learn to get along. It doesn't cost anything to be a decent presence to one another and kind. And I'm being misunderstood. I'm being fucking raked upon. I'm being projected upon by these very sick people. And now that I think that they're coming around, it's like, babe, you really want my help, right? You really need me for something, but you're never going to talk to me about it. You're going to come to me and try to put a jacket on me and say, it's you. You're the pitiful one. And see, the danger, see, the main thing, of course, you know what I was talking about. The narcissist wants you dead. But no, you don't want to stick around for that. You don't want to stick around because what they want to do is they want to try and cut you down. Like, if you get a glimpse of how they really see you in their heads, well, I guess it's the same with anybody, and I guess you don't need to take that personally. But no, what I'm saying is like this. No, you will know that you are far from being around a friend right there. It's not a reliable reflection. The only way that you can see it a lot of times is you just get around other people But see, these people are so confusing. They're users, and some of them are attracted to crowds because they are picking up all of this energy. They don't need to be any one like obligation, right? I mean, I don't know, but so just getting back to the only way you can get back at them, you can't go to them and create closure, again, wholeheartedly though, I feel sorry for them all my life. I've noticed that there is a handicapped bunch out there, that they are being abused by people that now, I hate to say it, but they are a lot of times they are parents that are being way too controlling. In other words, they have narcissists for fucking parents, and they have these ideals and this thing going on in their head about how it should be and all this. And it is so just like it's all in their head. They don't know like the basics is like, okay, so you had a kid, huh? Do you know how to let somebody be free? Do you know how to give them space enough to so they can just grow? And do you know how to feed it? Like forgive it. Forgive means pay it forward. It doesn't mean um, like to let it be an asshole and say, oh no, that's all right. No, no, you give it lessons. Then if it's not an immediate consequence that they suffer already, then it must not have been bad. I don't know. But with people, with the Aries, you don't get away with shit here. No, you slap us in the back of the head like you think that you can get away with like violating our boundary and calling us even a name. Oh, we're gonna chase after you, and we'll say, "Come on, now get us while we're ready, bitch," or pick on somebody your own size or something like that. There's a part in you that is like that. It's the Aries. If you're an Aries sun, you're like, yeah, it's normal. I go like this and ask for questions later because it was coming at me. I didn't let it hit me. What am I, stupid? You don't want to be a fucking pansy. Ah. There's a part of you people that admire us. We are the superheroes. And it's not a super, it's a superpower. No, what I'm saying is it's a superpower, I guess, to be able to just bat that thing because on your periphery you saw it coming and you actually caught it and said, oh, throw it right back. Yeah. Now we're playing. Play. They fucking laugh. They start enjoying it. Ah, let's play. Come on. Oh, is that a fireball? Ooh. And at no time did I just say that we go looking for this trouble. No, there's plenty. There's plenty. Out of all the people, the Aries people, we want calm. We want people to understand, okay, we're Mars ruled. Okay, we're like the man. Man, we're men, right? Men, out of all the things, right? Okay, after work, what do you want? Don't you just want to cool off and relax? And there's something out there for you, I bet. But don't mistreat it. See, now getting back to the homosexual, psychologically homosexual male is a real condition that I'm pretty sure the church has made up. I mean, it's there. I notice it. You notice it, and the fucking coin is termed. Sorry, the term is coined. Give me money, please. Each term I coined is that that's the name of it. Psychologically homosexual. I was wondering what it was because these guys, they're looking at each other up and down and they get together and they talk about their turning screws and shit and they're doing everything but fucking each other. They're pleasing each other and who knows what kind of juices are going up. I mean, I hear easily they change right into it. Boom, and they're in the back doing each other and then they get out and that's fine. I think that that's better than using a woman for a fuck um, tool. Minute 44 and 22. I'm not going to edit it. And then dropping her and then going back. And see, what they're doing is appeasing the homosexual thing, which is to mistreat the woman, which is to just, no, fuck her orgasm. She has a problem there, and don't even listen to her. See, that is like 2 more points, even though the guys aren't there watching through the window. Maybe they are, I don't know. But see what I'm saying? They know that that's part of it. They know that. They might even have some talk that indicates that they are not developed as a real man yet. Sorry, it's the homosexual male that treats women like dispensaries, and they actually say this: I would hate to be a woman because of how weak she is, right? And they pick on her weakness. They take advantage of it. They just kind of sit back and they don't really know how to be there. See, they actually take the confidence. They can make very strong women weak. But see, that's their design. That's the design that the church made. It's a machine. And why? Well, because they want plenty of product for the military over there, which is a non-human occupation. What I mean is it's alien. It's parasitical. What I mean is that whatever is the boss of it, and you can hardly tell, but you can see a picture of it, and I'll try to put that picture on this video to explain to people what's really going on. What you see, like David Icke says, what you see as world leaders out there posing as presidents and all of it, they all are doing a circle jerk, by the way, kind of a deal, but they're using children and fucking the women and slicing them in half like what's his name says, but he's just dropping a dime and accusing other countries when really those countries are all, you don't know that whatever is visible is being controlled. They all are in cahoots. It's being controlled by interdimensional beings. No, they are being controlled by a hidden hand that, in fact, you can't see those people. They are being controlled by interdimensional beings, diabolical parasites, equal to a parasite. If you really knew, oh, whoops. See, they don't get around here. They kind of try to come here to say, Shauna, I need your energy. I want to vamp you. And it's like, no, what you need to do is learn how to enhance who I am. Do you even know and appreciate? No, they can't respect their hosts. And don't become a host. Don't become a holy ghost. Don't become their ghost. But that's what they do. They talk about the Father, the Son, and oh, there's the ghost over there. Watch out for that. And they just don't know. It's like, no, oh, that's okay. That's all right. It's better if you just see, they get phobic too about how they've been rendered up. See, this is the thing, is that it's okay to screw each other. Men at 47, and I encourage men to have sex with men until you are interested in women. Keep doing that. Men's sex is different than women's sex. There's two sexes. They are opposite in style. This needs to be communicated over, and if nobody else is going to do it in your area, I did it. Women are opposite than men. They're opposite. Sexes are opposite. So it's like this. He takes very quick. She takes very long. He doesn't really need all the talk. She does. There's a reason, though, because she has children here. He can't. Who do you think is the more superior? And I'm talking about who is the superior. Is the man going to say, put his foot down and say, no, no way, she's never the superior? You know what? That woman is all women of that tribe that sees that man is obligated to protect herself from him and do not reproduce from him. Do not reproduce with it, because it's just not intelligent. It's not willing to climb the ladder of evolution, which involves getting better than where he is now, which he can't do anything with it but abuse power, which is just that he has some strength. And we all know that if we took care of ourselves, a woman could bodybuild and get way, she can bench press like 90 pounds on her one arm. Well, it's just, I hope you're fucking working out over there. See, it's just compared to what kind of thing? After a while, it's just sheer stupidity. Who can't give a compliment? Just go keep fucking each other over there. Good for you. And women, no problem. See, it seems that it's more acceptable. Oh my God, this fucking video. But it needs to be spoke of, right? Just my observation throughout my life. The generational value that's coming out of me, it's very important that we channel when we talk about it. No, what I've noticed, it seems more acceptable that lesbians have sex. Like if you've seen on television back in the 70s when the porn was coming out, come on, you switch it on, you're more apt to see women kissing than men. But I'm here to tell you, kids, it's equally happening amongst the two. Ah, for sure it is. And it's perfectly normal until you get actually genuinely interested. And when are you ever interested? Is it conscious in you that you're interested in having something to do with the opposite sex? And did you know that that's a whole other ballgame? Whole other ballgame. And you have to clean yourselves, by the way. And now I'm thinking of like, yeah, no, just after you go do the male sex over there, just go and hit the woman the next night. No, man, you guys are doing something energetically there. It's just men are doing something different with sex than women do. Even though it's, I don't know, babes, I don't want to talk about this anymore. If you have anything to add, are they different? Is there a difference? Do you think it's normal? See, I think that men are making the mistake, and this is the truth though. See, I'm speaking for women that don't really speak up about it, and they forgot that they even have an orgasm. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not hung up on it, babe. Believe me. I'm doing the right thing. See, I think this is normal when you're 50, 51, 52. You are to communicate something because it's a generational value coming up. And I think women feel it more intensely than men. Men might feel something, but it's like, well, what is it? Like, right? It's like, well, where's his teachers? Where are the women that are actually on the right track with anything? See, it's really important that you have relationships instead of situationships. So anyway, I have a cat to look for. Some woman came here and she brought her dog, and it's like, nah, you don't understand how my cat would be deathly afraid of that dog no matter what. She's never seen it, and so I'm worried about her right now. I hope to God she comes back, and it's like my life gets back into order when that cat shows up. And so, hey, let me know if you want me to talk about more about this man-woman thing, because if you don't run into material like this, you'll find more obscure material, but why does it need to be obscured? See, the thing that I detect, and of course I do, is that it's been a huge issue. Like, men will get they get violent, right? And a woman will just continue standing up for herself because what, she gets killed. I think that happens, yeah. And then, but it's not happening as much, or is it? See, with narcissism, a man, and it's mainly the man's disease. I don't care what Sam Beckman tries to fucking get out of him, man. He's not really that helpful after a while. He does have narcissism, and you can see there it is. He's very limited. He hits a ceiling, and it's very much like, whoops. And I think, again, he's just a man. And, whoop, you have a handicap there. Sorry. You can't trust a man you can't trust a narcissist who at least says, no, no. See, every once in a while they'll say, you'll see it, they'll say they'll say something like, oh, I'm just a parrot. Or, I'm just a soldier, I take orders. Or I'm just stupid. Sorry, they'll say that, and at least that much you can respect out of them. See, it's after that, it's your fault that you take them seriously, that you think that they're actually going to be able to match two and two together. No. And see, it's true though. It's true. Women are so much more capable than they are. And I think that women need to separate themselves out more. But what would the men think? Right? Because we'll see, what would their temperaments be like? I'm not saying this because I'm saying that we need to starve them out. No, I'm saying that women need their own sanctuary. The world is, okay, we have the complaint that it's set up more patriarchal, and I'm not saying to be more matriarchal. I'm saying to create a balance, and because otherwise, see, I don't see that there's even an acknowledgement. Not in my area. I'm talking to women that are just, okay, so whatever, babe. It's unfortunate because you're backing your own potential that could be in another woman that's coming at you saying, excuse me, and then they question you, and see, after a while, you're just, where are you going after a while? You can't fool your kids, and you can't fool other people that aren't fooled. Do you see what I'm saying? And so what's the problem, Sean? What is it? Well, see, we need support now. Just because we've actually chosen not to have kids because we figured out that it's not safe. It looks terrible. Universities are fucking filling up, but nobody's getting a real education. People are ending up homeless and on drugs that they just can't control. their own bodies. It's just, minute 55, and here's what I'll say as an Aquarius moon. I hope I live to see the day that they give compensation to the bleeders, the women who choose and who have managed to get away without not having the children. They weren't pressured into it. They weren't thinking, you know what, if they don't do it, they will be kicked out of the family, or they'll be kicked out of the church, or they'll be kicked out of something. No. There should be a support system for those bleeders that say, no, we're going to hold off until we see that it is safe for us to even go there sexually. This is the technology here. You make love or you are making hate. Got it, girls? No, I see a lot of them that are fucking completely checked out, and I don't know what to do. I can't work with you, babe. It's over. We have only so much time now. Did you get over to the courthouse? No, you have nothing? How could you represent me at all? What are you going to say? Huh. The fucking narcissists, they're impossible. You're going to try to talk to them and say, hey, you know what? You're going to try to do work that should have been done 20 years ago. You're just going to pick up from where you left off from the 20 years ago. You think that things are going to get better? The answer is no. What are you going to do? You can't talk to these people. It's weird. It's like they're stuck. And it's like, it's too late, babe. We could have fucking progressed, and you don't know what progress is. You really don't. It's the frozen. They got freezer burn.